You guys like all the rapid fire uploads? I certainly hope you do, because I have yet another one about Sonic X Shadow Generations. They just do not stop with the amount of stuff they're putting out, and it's insane. We just got pretty much the entirety of the first level, as well as some more level design of the other stages, and a lot of news from the Takashi Iizuka interview done by IGN. So, without any more stalling, let's get straight into the video, and honestly, why the game has me slightly worried. Alright, I'm gonna get the negatives straight out of the way, and this starts in the IGN interview. While the interview gave us a lot of stuff, a Sonic Unleashed remastered teaser, here, I'll play the clip right now.
But depending on what people like out there, if there's a title people like, we'll think about it for the next remaster.
Well, I mean, you heard them scream when I said Sonic Unleashed, so look at that.
But the only thing that is worrying is that Iizuka said that the game, Shadow Generations specifically, will not be as long as Sonic Generations. Now, Sonic Generations is infamously a simple 2 hours long to beat, but there is a positive caveat to this. The thing is, potentially, he means the game is not as long, including all the extra challenges that Sonic Generations gives. If so, then Sonic X Shadow Generations might still have the chance to be at least 2 hours long, which is, in my opinion, would be the perfect length. Now, literally, that's pretty much the biggest negative out of the way instantly, that the game might not be as long as Sonic Generations, which still has me slightly worried, as the name of the title, but it's all positive time now. Let's start out with the first stage. We got pretty much the entirety of it, whether it's the clip from VGC, which we've been seeing so far, or we got some clips from ShackNews that allows us to see pretty much the entire level. And honestly, I don't even see the issue with this level. It just looks honestly so much freaking fun. And I will get into exactly why in just a second, but first we gotta talk about those visuals. Visually, it's the best looking Sonic game of all time. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it here and there. Let's start with the first bit, and that is the level design. Now, a lot of people are complaining that it's very linear. And hi guys, have you never played a boost game? Let's start with a simple fact. Take a look at this clip at the end of Green Hill Zone at the end of Sonic Generations. Yeah, weird how you just run straight. Now take a look at it again without boosting. It's slow, it's very stupid, and it's just a hallway doing a couple of tricks and a quick stepping section. Now take a look at the same gameplay that I've been playing from Sonic Shadow Generations. What's the same about both clips? They're not boosting. That's the main issue. This level design looks bad because the people don't know how to play a Sonic game and they're not boosting. When it's in our hands, believe me, it'll be fine. More importantly, level design wise, when you actually pause the gameplay at literally any stage, you can see multiple paths everywhere. Albeit with the Radical Highway bit not having much of it, but even then, they still have it. Let's take a look at literally the beginning of the Arc level. Take a look at it. Look above there. There's literally grind rails right up there. That's still multiple paths and faster ways to beat the level. What are multiple paths in boost games? They are faster routes to beat the level faster to get a better time. And from all of the things that we see in this game, this is clearly that. My biggest example of multiple paths has to be when you get into the actual arc. Take a look at this open area that VGC cuts off at, but the ShackNews greatly gives us. Look at the amount of stuff in this area. Amount of multiple paths, amount of ways you can go. This is my point entirely. There are so many multiple paths here. And in Radical Highway, once again, once VGC cuts off for some reason, ShackNews gives us these multiple paths yet again. You can jump off the rail to get on the ground back and actually finish the level faster. This is literally boost philosophy. I don't understand when you guys are comparing this to Sonic Forces. Alright, that's the level design out of the way. Let's take a look at control. Now from the clips and from good old Fidel Gamescage, he has confirmed that the controls feel wonderful. But, more importantly, look at the gameplay itself. Shadow has the leaning animations from Sonic Frontiers' open zone, and look at this 360-degree turn when jumping. Shadow's controls will be great here. I have no doubt about it. I feel like they took the criticism from the cyberspace in Sonic Frontiers and have made it better, and that makes me really excited. And even for the 2D bits, this looks great. The controls do look great. Alright, and it's time for the part that got me geeking out by far the most. Take a look at this. Oh my god, the transitions between cutscene to back to gameplay and these beautiful CGI cutscenes are unlike any Sonic game I have ever seen in my life. This right here already makes Sonic Shadow Generations aesthetically and visually by far the best Sonic game of all time. And this happens multiple times through this one level. Shadow then gets dropped into the brand new Radical Highway bit where you chase Black Doom, and that's another thing about the level design that I probably should have mentioned. It's a boss fight. Of course it's going to be linear most of the time. And then he once again enters a really cool cinematic, and then he gets on this skyscraper and slides down, and it's so freaking cool. Oh my god. Then when Black Doom is defeated, he actually picks up this odd shard bit that looks like the Shadow the Hedgehog logo, and then just like that gets back into the arc. Oh my god, this is just amazing. There are a couple of things I should go over because we're not done just yet. Let's talk Biolizard, one of my favorite bosses in Sonic history. It's gotten a beautiful new look in Sonic X Shadow Generations. And what's so cool is, from what we can see, Phase 1 is a wonderful recreation of the original boss. Just like in the original game, the Biolizard shoots out the black orbs that you have to avoid, and then you have to grind up its tubes in order to do damage. But at the same time, it brings in something completely new. With the same eggs of the Biolizard, which is, yeah, disgusting, it creates tendrils for itself that you have to damage them to damage the Biolizard. And that's just absolutely incredible. It just looks so much fun to play through the boss. And you can see by the top of its health bar that there are 4 phases, I think? And that's just so cool. I am unbelievably excited for this boss. And the way it ends, damn. Shadow is just so badass. I can't. There's 2 more things I should probably touch upon before ending this video, and that is the music and the animation. Starting off with the animation itself, oh my god, just the ending animation for each levels are amazing. Shadow's animations in levels are amazing. The game animations are absolutely amazing. I kid you not, this is also my favorite Sonic game animation-wise. I don't really have to say anything because it's just common knowledge unless you literally aren't seeing the same Sonic game as I am. This is by far one of the most prettiest Sonic games of all time, animation and graphic-wise. This is just fabulous. But let's talk about OST. Now, we really got only one piece, and of course, one piece doesn't determine the entire OST, and that is the Radical Highway remix, and this sounds really good. Now, over in the VGC bit, they are playing the arc, which is from Shadow the Hedgehog, over the gameplay of the arc. And if they remix the arc, I'm gonna be so unbelievably overjoyed. Of course, this is all remixes, and people have been complaining that Otani will just do an EDM remix, but I don't understand what the problem with an EDM remix is. This Radical Highway bit that I've been playing throughout the video is just amazing. I adore it. It's just a great remix, and I'm really excited to hear it in-game. All in all, I feel like we're in safe hands with music too. There's nothing to worry about. Otani-san has never led us wrong, so I'm more than excited for the soundtrack too. And as far as everything goes, that's pretty much it. The interview did talk about a couple of other things, and of course, the insane Sonic Unleashed remaster might be happening name drop. But as far as big info goes, that's about it. This is everything that we gotten. It seems like in Summer Game Fest, in Sonic and Shadow Generations, you can only play the first level, which is the Arc/Radical Highway boss fight, and you can only play the Biolizard boss fight, and nothing else. So from what I've seen, whilst there is a slight worry on Sonic X Shadow Generations about it being not as long as Sonic Generations, my hopes are still high. Am I still a little worried? Absolutely. This is a Sonic game after all. But all in all I'm saying, be ready for what could be one of the best Sonic games of all time. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao!